One.
Hi, welcome to the Awaken Belly Dance online course. I'm really overwhelmed with how many of you have signed up for this. There's women from all over the world and different red tent groups. There's the Awaken Belly Dance facilitators, and it's really been amazing these last few days. I've been having so many messages from you all, so thank you for being here, thank you for your trust, and I hope that you're going to enjoy this next 2 weeks. We're going to start today with looking at the root chakra and movements related to that, and also on an emotional level as well. So our root is related to community and tribe. So this is tribe within our family, within the people around us, and also within our lineage from our ancestors. So for many of us, we have these wounds of the feminine where we've maybe been betrayed by our tribe, or we haven't felt supported by them in the way that we wanted or needed to be, and we're carrying these emotions and these wounds within our bodies, within our energy fields, and often they don't even belong to us because they come from women from previous generations. And by using movement and breath work and being conscious of that, we can shift so much and release, whether it's on an emotional, mental, spiritual or physical level. And this is going to be different for each of you. So over the weeks, and maybe already since you decided to sign up for this course, you might have noticed that things have started to shift for you, or you've had different emotions coming up. And this is really normal, because as soon as you make that commitment, your energy body starts to vibrate at a different level, and also we're becoming one within this group. So many of you are on the Facebook group, and then there's also many more who are receiving these videos by email. And the way that I'm looking at it is, it's not an individual process for each of you. It's becoming a group energy, a group thought form and consciousness, and I'm in that as much as you all are as well. So we're going to feel things which are ourselves and our own stuff, but also we might feel things as the collective, and that's the collective within the group, and also the collective feminine as well. So something to be aware of is asking your body, does this belong to me? Does it belong to somebody in the group? Am I processing this for the feminine consciousness? Am I processing it for the earth? And asking your body to only process what belongs to you and what you need to learn from at this time. And this is important because, especially if you're very empathic, you might end up processing everything for the whole group, and you don't really want that to happen. So you'll also find as people start to comment in the group that there's going to be a lot of mirroring which is happening. So something which is happening for you may be going on for many others too, which you are going to be able to resonate with. And we'll probably find, whether it's obvious or not, that there's going to be many interlocking strings, if you like, which are the reasons why this particular group of women have come together at this time. So we can really go into some deep healing here and really release ourselves and bring more freedom into our life by going as deeply into this as you possibly can do. Obviously this is your choice, and you can sort of take it to the depth that you want to, and that might change over the days as well. So I really recommend that you do these videos as steps, and that as you get the next video you put them together, so that you can make this hopefully a daily process for yourself, and that can continue even after the 2 weeks have finished. And at the end we're going to do a live kind of chat question answer session. I'm still to work out how that's going to happen at the moment, so this is testing my technical skills, and I might have to do a practice few minutes or something within the group, and just to see if it works. And yeah, that's my task for the next week, to do that. And Also, another idea I had is maybe if you take a photo of yourself before you start the videos, and then definitely one at the end, so you can compare between the two. But it also might be useful to take a photo after each video, after you've done that process, so that you can start to see the differences as well as feeling them. And it's very often that this lightness will show up in your face, and other people might start to notice that as well. Please feel free to kind of share about what's happening for you, whether that's through written or if you want to make your own mini videos as well, and we can make this really interactive, and you are going to be able to find new friends and new sisters from all around the world through this. And obviously any questions, or if you need to share anything privately with me, then also feel free to message me. Okay, so our root chakra is on the perineum, so this is going directly down into the earth, and the colour is red. If you think of the burnt earth, this is this kind of really deep ochre, and it's our umbilical cord into Mother Earth, and the way that we can connect and kind of integrate and interact with the knowledge from her, and bring that into our body, into our speech, and into our actions, to take that out into the world. So through Awaken Belly Dance, we're using mostly belly dance movements, which for those of you who already study belly dance, you're going to know them very, very well. And this is with a slightly different focus. So what we're looking at is what's happening on the inside, how the energy is shifting when we make those movements, and how we can bring new energy in and release old energy out through the breath and through these interlocking and weaving movements, which are all based around circles and infinity loops. And it's a very powerful process if you can just let yourself go into this and trust your body, and trust yourself to lead you. And sometimes your body might start to move spontaneously apart from the movements that I'm guiding you with as well. So let yourself go with that. If emotions come up, if you need to cry, laugh, scream, shout, whatever you need to do, allow that to come. Ideally with this root video, if you can do it on the earth in bare feet, then it's great. If not, don't worry, you can do it in the house. And also being really tactile with yourself. Don't be afraid to touch your body as we do the movements, and connect those energy lines throughout, because this is going to interconnect all of those energy grids which are within our nervous system, and our nervous system is the energy of us. So I'm just going to go back a little bit so you can see me. And first thing is to think about your posture. So your feet under your hips and your toes straight forward, and your knees bending over your feet so that everything's in line, and then your hips are going to be over your knees. So we've got this kind of semi-sitting posture. Then with your pelvis, you're just going to tuck under a little bit, so it's not all the way, but also making sure that you're not pushing your bum out. So just under, and then the energy can run freely up and down in all directions. So remember what I said, go with the feeling of this, avoid the temptation of doing it in the mirror, because it's not about the aesthetic at all. It's very much about what's in here, connecting into you. So we're going to start with our hands on our womb, in our womb space, closing your eyes and breathing in and out through your mouth. So loosening your jaw and breathing into your belly and out from your belly. Into your belly and out. So continue to breathe as I'm talking, keeping your eyes closed. into your womb space. And feeling that connection expanding out through your hips, through your pelvis, out and into your whole body. Keep breathing and allowing your body to relax on each out breath. As you connect into your womb space, saying hi to her, asking if she has any messages for you today, or maybe you have a message for her. And you can begin a conversation with your own body. And that womb space is expanding out from you, from your belly button, from your yoni, and it's expanding to all the sisters who are taking part in this course right now. These golden links of light as you breathe in and out, drawing each other closer and expanding your connection to one another. Feeling safe to be open from your heart and to trust from your womb. So slowly opening your eyes and bringing your hands onto your womb still, opening them out, and making sure your knees are still soft. Slowly beginning to circle your hips. And breathing deeply in and out through your mouth, into your belly and into your womb. And feeling every part of the movement, slowing it down so that you feel the parts which are maybe a bit sticky or stiff, and the other parts where it's smooth. And breathing and letting go. Making sure that your hands are in connection with your body. Don't be afraid to touch. And inside your pelvic space, imagining that you have pearls, and these pearls are running through and around as your hips move and circle. And these pearls begin to spiral and push through any places which are more shadowy or where there's blocks. And they start to push the light through and around until they begin to create a spiral of light all the way through your hips, through your pelvis, and connecting from your ovaries to your kidneys, from your kidneys to your ovaries. As you spiral around, and breathe into that space to expand and clear movement down as if your room or your space was filled with chocolate, melted chocolate. And you would have to move really, really slowly and feel every part of you. Begin to use your hands as your hips continue to move. You make the same circular movements to enhance the energy, and you can think of it as pushing energy out, bringing and breathing energy in to clear that space. So if you think of you want to bring energy in, if there's no space there, then you can't do that. And in the same way, if you want to give energy until you've replenished you, then you have no energy to give. So to clear, empty this space, and not be afraid of the unknown of what that space may bring. That it's okay not to know, and for there to be gaps. So if you need to do this exercise for longer, you can pause the video and continue for as long as you need. Might take some time, and keep visualizing these pearls spiraling, creating light, creating space. And our spiral is going to work its way down and down until it touches the earth. And it keeps going deeper and deeper into the earth. Connecting our womb to the fifth dimensional womb of the earth. And using your hands to clear any residues which may be surrounding you. And then once you feel that you have emptied enough and that the space is ready to bring fresh and new revitalizing energy in, you can start to use your pelvis and your hands. So as you breathe in, you're squeezing in and release. Squeezing in and release. So as you squeeze, you're pulling your belly button and you're also pulling your pelvic floor. If you imagine that your pelvic floor muscles are like opening into the earth, and they're sucking up, and they're sucking down and sucking up, and they're bringing this fresh energy in, and your pelvic floor and your belly button are also acting like a bellows, like they're fanning the flames of a fire, ready for when we go to our next video for sacral. So we're going to squeeze in and release, in and release. So if you want to energize your ovaries more, you can squeeze to your ovary space and breathe into that to activate them. And bring some lightness and activation to that area. And when you've drawn in so much that you feel like it's beginning to overflow or to get kind of too much, then you can shake. So shaking your whole body, shaking your hips. So we've let energy go, we've brought energy in, but there's still going to be these kind of shadowy areas, and we're mixing it all together. So it's like this alchemical process of breaking down all these lumps and bumps and parts that are stuck, breaking them apart into smaller and smaller particles, which we can then shake up together and create something new, and then choose what we want to keep and what we want to let go of. Because also, as I said at the beginning, maybe you're carrying things that don't belong to you, but maybe they're useful. Maybe it is something that you want to keep hold of and use in your life. So we're shaking everything up, using our knees, using our hips, using your whole body. And again, we're breathing in, drawing in, and squeeze. And again, when you get to a point where you feel like you're at this maximum, shaking, using your hips, breaking all those shadows and light into smaller and smaller pieces so that they can break away from each other and then come together as something new. And to expand and increase the energy, you can use your hands to frame and think of it as the energy is expanding out from your hips, maybe in front, behind, and you're holding that container so that the energy can increase all around this area. And again, breathing, and at that fullest point, shaking, letting everything go through your yoni, letting it go back to the earth, everything that isn't serving you and your highest good at this time. And then we're going to scoop with our hips, drawing from the earth and bringing in, drawing from the earth and bringing in. So you're digging deep down and bringing that fresh energy into your central space. Down and in, down and in. You can use your hands to again hold the energy or to accentuate it. Drawing up with your breath and placing it into your womb space. Taking it slowly. And being fully aware, moment to moment, in any feelings in your body, any emotions which might be stirring and coming up for you. Breathing in and out, in and out. Creating positive connections, being open to new sisters coming into your life. visualizing this infinity working its way through and across your hips, your pelvis and your womb. Drawing in and saying thank you to the earth. Thank you for this connection, for this sacred knowledge which I am attuning my body to. And taking few breaths just to finish. Taking your hands to your crown, all the way down the sides of your body, touching the palms of your hands to the earth. And again, from your crown, down the front and the back, all the way down your body, and touching the palms of your hands to the earth. So thank you. Please let me know what's happened for you, and see you for the sacral video.